you. So my name is Amarjeet Badave, and currently I am pursuing my bachelor's in electrical engineering from Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering. So first of all, I would like to thank to Emerge Information Technology to giving me this wonderful opportunity to do my internship in their institute. So in my internship, I am completed one project name is car black box. So what is car black box? I will tell you briefly introduction about some after some slides. Okay, so let's go. So first of all, I will tell you about which contents I am added in my project. So in that, first of all, I will include it what is an embedded system and what is difference between microcontroller and microprocessor. And after that, I will give my definition or what I am exactly doing in my project, and give I will give just brief introduction about that. So and for completing my projects which requirements are important, also I will tell in this my presentations. And after for implementation this project I required some peripherals or some external devices or in chip devices, so I will also tell you how it works. And at the end I will tell you about project implementation, and also along with that I am show my demo how my project is works. Okay, so first of all, what is an embedded system? Okay, so I will tell you about briefly introduction about what is an exactly embedded system. Okay, uh, embedded system means it is a combination of an hardware and software, right? So it is a combination of hardware and software which is intended to do a specific task, right? So specific task is also important because it is work on any particular task, so that's why it is a definition is like this. Okay, so it is a combination of hardware and software which is intended to do a specific task, can be called as an embedded system, right? So I will tell you about there are some categories in embedded system, right? So first one is standalone, second one is real time, third one is network, and fourth one is as early as possible. So I will tell you about in embedded system that is the most important part is microcontroller, right? So by using this microcontroller we can program or we can add some program in that controller, so it works in, so it is called as also embedded system in simple definition, right? So I will also tell you about what is microcontroller and difference between microcontroller and microprocessor, and also while choosing microcontroller which things are important also I will tell you. So what is a microcontroller, right? So it is an integrated circuit which is capable of being programmed to perform a specific task. So while designing a microcontroller there are some restrictions, right? So it is a memory size is also important because we need to add this memory on chip, right? Because in microprocessor we can use external memory, but in microcontroller we need to uh, store or install our memory on chip. Okay, so and after that there are some input output capabilities we need to learn before using this microcontroller. We need to learn about input output capabilities. After that some peripheral functions, so I will tell you also what is peripherals. So it is a microprocessor and microcontroller, it is some parts which we need to compare, right? So all separate components are required in microprocessor because there is no available or there is no need to, or there is a large amount of peripherals, that's why we unable to install that on any particular chip. So that's why we integrate all separate components, and our processor should be more flexible or more design complexity. And in microcontroller it is opposite, means we can use timers, some extra input output ports, some peripherals, central processing units, ram or rom, we can use everything on single chip, right? So it is a main difference between controller and processor. And also controller is a less flexible, less design complexity. So while choosing a microcontroller we need to consider following some points, right? So that is first one is application where we want to use, it is also most important, and performance of before install we need to check performance of that controller, and also consider price, availability, it is available or market or not, or it is easy to buy, or it is also we need to learn that everything. And availability of tools, there are any softwares are available in market for this controller, it is also need to check. And also some special capabilities, right? Because if you, because our controller is already have some special capabilities, then no need to buy any external output. That's why it is also important. So I will come to my the final project or main my internship project. So it is called as, or it is named as, car black box. Okay, so what is exactly black box? So I will tell you just definition which include everything about car black box. Okay, a black box is either physical installed in the car or downloaded as a smartphone app. It links to a GPS device that measures and records vehicle speed, location, distance, travel, driving frequency, and time of day the car is in motion. Right? It is also most important to so in my project I'm doing that everything, means I will record my vehicle speed at the time, means at the real time, and I'm not including location here, but I will include also in my further project. So also I will store in my memory gear shifting records also, right? Means event in car is my in gear, first gear or second gear or third or fourth. I will save everything about that particular with respect to time. Okay, so that is my project, or it is brief introduction about car black box. So for implementing my project I required some softwares. Okay, so I enlisted here softwares requirement for project implementation. Okay, so first one is we need to first and most important, we need to learn embedded C programming language, because by using this language we can do a specific task. And why C, why embedded C? Because it is a near to the machine, or it is also easy to understand the human as well as computer, and it is the most famous use because there are lots of advantages in embedded system, right? So that's why I'm using here embedded C language. So next software is MPLAB XID. It is a environment, it is a ID which using we can write some codes in that ID, and these codes we can, by using these codes we can do a specific task. So that's why I'm using here MPLAB XID. And after that, X8 compiler. By using this compiler we can compile or build our project, right? So that's why I am using here X8 compiler. And after that, PiximLab. Okay, PiximLab is a software by using we can do simulation or any PIC family processors or controllers, right? That's why I'm using here PiximLab. And why I'm choosing PIC16F at 77A controller, right? So at the time of choosing this controller I am considering every point or every aspect of my project. So what I need peripherals are, everything is required on my chip, that's why I'm using this processor. So what is peripherals are required for my projects? It is a 16 by 2 CLCD, it is a crystal LCD, or and after that I am using here potentiometer to control the speed, and I2R protocol, which is also most important to store a current time, right? So real time I need to save, that's why I'm using here I2R protocol. And after that, timer 2, because timers are also important, because I am using here, if user is not entered any password or not changing anything, then my screen is automatically show the dashboard, that's why I'm using here timer, right? So after that, tactile switch. So tactile switch I am using here to input, to give take input from user, or it is a password, or by use it for scroll down or scroll up screen, right? So that's why I'm using a tactile switch. And after that, ISR, interrupt service routine, because when we interrupt or any press any switch, so at that time we need to interrupt to the circuit, and as per priorities we can do what is stored in our program, right? So also I will tell you PIC16F at 77A controller why I'm using, because it has everything that peripherals, right? So on chip there we have there this all peripherals, right? So first one is R232 LED, some buzzers, but we not required to LED buzzers, but we require digital keypads, and also not required for SSD. Also we need to matrix keypad, CLCD to show the display, and also analog to digital converter also important. It is a double EEPROM. Okay, so double EEPROM is most important to, or it is available in our chip, because by using this double EEPROM we can store our memory or some events in our double EEPROM. Okay, that's why it is most important. And also RTC or I2C is also important, or general purpose input output devices there are also available, that's why I'm using this. Okay, so friends, after completing my presentation I will show you just my demo about how my projects look like. Okay, so I will let me do reload last. So here it is my accurate time showing, or real time here is showing on my display on dashboard, right? So it is a timing, it is event, it is on means I just started my car, or it is speed 35. So I will show you how its speed is changing, right? You can see here it is 12. So when I increase this potentiometer, speed automatically increases, right? So in this way, by using this potentiometer, I'm controlling my speed, and right now 33. Okay, and my event is on, and I just change my gear by press. Okay, it is a neutral gear. So again I will press my switch. It is also reverse gear. Again I will press my switch. So here it is first gear. So when I'm pressing there, you can check here it is my changing gears. So it is, and also I will reduce again G3 to my gears, right? So I am doing here gear shifting. Okay, you can check here. I am store 5 to 6 events in this project. Okay, so you can save as you want, as per your requirement. You can save your events, right? So I am storing just my events, and after that I need to, if I want to check my events or any collision occurs. So you can see here I am doing here collision or any kind of situation, then we need to check this black box. Okay, so which speed driver is drive their car, so as that time you can check our speed. So if you want to check my logs, then I need to uh, take input from password, because no one another person, and if I'm not pressing any password, then my screen automatically come back to my dashboard. Okay, you can see here. Okay, after waiting 5 seconds, it will automatically come back to this screen. And if user press correct password, or if user press wrong password, then it will shows there are 2 attempts remain and your password is wrong, right? So again I will enter a wrong password. Then at that time you can also check here, I remaining just 1 attempt. Okay, so at that time I will clear or enter correct password, because if I fail one another attempt, then I need to wait for 15 minutes, right? Because it will blocks the user for 15 minutes. So after successfully entered password, there are, I will show here. You can see here there are three options. First is view log, second is clear log, and if you scroll down, you can check here it is a change password, because if anyone else know my password, then at that time I need to change my password, right? So here I am changing my password. So I need to check my logs, right? So at that time I will just enter the switch and I will check here. You can see here also it is a, my speed is 53, and my at it is a first event, right? So it is time 11. It is a hour, it is hours, it is minutes, and it's seconds, right? So we can just scroll down or scroll up. So you can see here, right? It shows my events. It is fifth events, it is 6, it is 7, it is 8, it is, so I am here saving just 8th event, right? So that's why it look like. And if you want to scroll up, then you can also see the your back event, right? I think you getting my point. Okay, so that is my main project. So I would once again uh, would like to thank to the Emertxe Institute, because they give me wonderful training, or by I'm learning lots of thing here, like how embedded system works and how programming are works, how C program, everything they was teach very awesome or very excellent in manner. So that's why I would like once again thank you to Emergy. Thank you so much.